UFOs have long fascinated a wide range of people, from those who are simply interested in the unexplained to more hardcore conspiracy nuts. The area is certainly one which has invoked a ton of conversation. Add to this the fact that the US government has recently admitted that UFOs exist. Is it time to start taking them more seriously? Today, we are discussing if America is finally ready to start taking UFOs more seriously. Stay tuned. First up, let's jump straight in and discuss if America is ready to accept UFOs. In the middle of the pandemic last year, the US government quietly revealed the possibility of the existence of UFOs. They released a report last June, which essentially proved the existence of UAPs, unexplained aerial phenomena, as they have now been reclassified as. The report claimed that there were over 140 incidents of UAPs that could not be explained, leading to a deep dialogue as to what they could be. Leaked military footage and testimony from leading pilots suggested that the powers that be are ready to destigmatize the subject, as they have long been a favorite topic of conversation for cooks and conspiracy theorists. And British Ministry of Defense UAP expert Nick Pope has claimed that 2022 will be an even bigger year for UAPs, claiming, "I think we'll see congressional hearings on UFOs. I also think we'll see the release of more US military photos and videos of UFOs and associated documents. Some of this may come via whistleblowers, but much of it may be released by the government itself, either proactively or in response to requests under the Freedom of Information Act." While all this is extremely exciting for the field, Pope has also claimed that he thinks more credible witnesses will come forward, now that it is seen as a little less crazy than it used to be. And of course, with airline pilots, military personnel, and intelligence officers slowly coming forward, the future is bright for UAP discovery. What did you make of the report? So what else did the report reveal? Stay tuned to find out. Back in 2021, a group of pilots were interviewed, as well as members of the US Navy, for 60 minutes, who revealed that these events were occurring far more often than the general public realize. A retired Navy pilot, Ryan Graves, told interviewers that there are incidents every day, and that there have been for at least a couple years. Pilots would often refuse to tell their stories of UAP sightings for fear of being outcast from the profession. But once leaked footage was revealed, showing an oval object flying near a US Navy ship off the coast of California, pilots suddenly became far more comfortable regaling their peers, and now the public, with their stories. Once the American government had embraced the idea of revealing what they knew, more and more people came out of the woodwork with tales of strange sightings. The Pentagon has since launched a new office for reporting and analyzing UFO and UAP activity, but some conspiracy theorists believe that the US government won't share what they find. Even despite this, interest from the scientific community has grown, and 2022 will bring with it a ton of new projects with the common goal of detecting alien life. One of the most exciting projects is the one being headed up by Avi Loeb at Harvard. He is planning on developing a network of sophisticated telescopes with the goal of scanning the sky for signs of ET. The first network of telescopes will sit on the roof of the Harvard College Observatory. What do you make of this? And what else do we know about the Harvard project? Let's discuss. Well, the project will also feature state-of-the-art technology and will also be equipped with infrared cameras, which are able to record what's going on in the sky 24/7. The computers that they will use are so advanced that they'll be able to distinguish between birds, helicopters, and airplanes, paying close attention to objects that are not man-made. Loeb went on to say that they're taking a road not taken, so there may be low-hanging fruit that nobody else picked up because it was not taken, which is pretty exciting to be honest. Loeb did concede that the field still has to battle against narrow-minded scientists who actively look down on their research, but of course, the idea that there is nothing out there in an infinite universe borders on arrogant, so Loeb is surely right to want to study it. He said that he wants the next generation of stargazers to be comfortable and free to discuss the possibility of extraterrestrial life, and his ultimate goal is to get a high-resolution image of something unusual, or finding evidence for it, which is quite possible in the coming year or two. We will change it. It would certainly be a game changer if he was able to procure something like this. It would surely be the evidence we need to pump further money and resources into research of the subject. What do you make of the Harvard project and Loeb's vision? So why have there been so many sightings since the war? One theory thinks they've nailed the answer. Ever wondered why there have been so many UFO and UAP sightings since the war? Well, one theory suggests that our otherworldly visitors are a result of the nuclear bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki to end the Second World War. It is thought that the aliens noticed the explosion from a far-flung planet as part of their observations on us, and decided to check in on our planet as they were worried we could wipe ourselves out. Of course, there is no direct evidence of this, but some have suggested that even before the Japan bombings, during the blast in White Sands, New Mexico, the blast sent shockwaves through the universe, and our potentially curious neighbors now realized we had weaponized to a dangerous level. A few years later, we saw the even more powerful hydrogen bomb developed, which was designed to minimize damage to buildings but increase death. So it makes sense the aliens would have wanted to come and keep an eye on us. It could also be why there are many sightings near military bases, where these weapons are designed and tested. The New York Times even reported that in 1967, a glowing red oval-shaped object hovered over the Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana, and all 10 of the facility's underground nuclear missiles became disabled almost simultaneously while the UFO was present, according to interviews with witnesses and official government reports. Pretty scary. Does this theory make sense to you? News of a possible alien discovery in Australia now. Stay tuned. In what could easily be a scene straight out of a Hollywood movie, an Australian man recently discovered what he believes could in fact be an alien creature while out walking on a Queensland beach. The creature, which can be easily found with a quick Google search, is pretty disgusting looking and features hands just like our own and a long lizard tail. Even though we've been into space, the human race has never actually been to the deepest parts of our own oceans, which features animals that have never been seen or studied by humans. It is more than likely that this creature is simply just a deep-dwelling sea animal and not an alien as some people have suggested. But even if it is simply a sea creature, it is a drastic wake-up call as to what the bottom of our own oceans in fact could be capable of producing. Humanity has long since been searching for ways to advance, so if we could figure out a way to map and fully research our own oceans, the possibilities are almost endless. What do you think the mysterious creature was? Let us know below. And finally, a pretty worrying story. Stay with us to hear all about it. When somebody as intelligent as the late Stephen Hawking gives you a piece of advice, you should probably sit up and take notice. However, the scientific community has this week decided to ignore the brilliant doctor's warning and transmit a message which will reverberate deep into space, designed to contact any intelligent life and give them information on our whereabouts and also other bits and pieces like DNA information, just in case they don't have a weapon which is capable of killing us straight away. At least they'll know how our bodies are made. The Beacon in the Galaxy, or BITG message, has been specially designed to hopefully be understood by alien life, and is basically just an updated version of the Arecibo message, first transmitted back in the mid-1970s, which was transmitted in binary code. The updated message contains information about basic math and science, similar to the message first transmitted by the Arecibo transmission, and will also tell whoever interprets the message exactly where Earth is located. While some scientists think this is a good idea, Professor Hawking did not. He often voiced concerns about calling out into the vastness of space, and used our own species as an example of how living things out there might not necessarily be friendly. Scary. What do you guys make of this? Let us know below. As always, thanks for swinging by today, and remember to join us next time for some more weird and wonderful updates. Also, why not do us a solid by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Bye guys!